Well, once again, we're getting some updates on the new Spawn film. You can probably hear the dismay in my voice. Spawn's star, Jamie Foxx. There is no Spawn yet, mate. You're not a star of Spawn. It's not happening yet. Oh dear, these updates always crack me up. I stopped following them for some time. Because if you didn't know, ladies and gents, you know, I used to follow every single update about this. And a lot of it was me just kind of ridiculing Todd McFarlane because he was just going off on one all the time. And, like, I had the leaked script and it was awful. Spawn became a bed at one point and sort of floats around like a spog. It was awful. It was a terrible script. So I used to be doing updates on this all the time, and I have stopped now because it just became really tiresome. I still don't. This is a film which I just don't see happening anytime soon. And it's fascinating because if he wanted to fund it himself, he could actually just do it. Todd McFarlane is what I mean. But anyway, let's dive into this because this is equally hilarious as all the other updates. And you know what? I want to see it. I want this to happen. I'd love a good Spawn film, wouldn't you? So as much as I'm ridiculing it, I do actually want them to do something good with this property. Because it could be great, but nothing in here screams it's going to be great. Nothing at all. So Spawn's star, Jamie Foxx, compares Todd McFarlane's movie to the Joker. Alright then, and teases the hero's epic costume. It's nothing like the Joker, for fuck's sake. Spawn star Jamie Foxx has compared the planned reboot to Joker and teased an epic costume for the character that will definitely do Todd McFarlane's comic justice. Well, we'll take your word for it, shall we? So Todd McFarlane's Spawn movie has been in the works for a long time now, and the comic book writer and artist has frequently promised that news is coming. Yeah, exactly. That's my point, right? Like, just keep saying it. The pandemic appeared to have caused the project to stall for a while. That was not why. That was not why at all. But Jamie Foxx is still attached to play the title character. And people are like, oh, it could happen eventually. So yeah, sure. And it's interesting because always comicbook.com that gets the updates on Spawn. Honestly, go and look. They are all of them from comicbook.com. It's like Todd McFarlane has like a deal with comicbook.com. It's the weirdest thing. But anyway, Fox didn't offer any concrete updates, but shared high praise for the direction McFarlane is taking his new Spawn in. I talked to Todd, and we want to craft something that is so special, because I remember seeing the first Spawn movies, alright, and then seeing the HBO versions, and so we have something that is almost like an original, without giving too much away. What do you mean, original? What? No one wants original, they want Spawn. This, what? What are you on about? This doesn't make sense. So I remember seeing the Spawn movies and seeing HBO versions, but we've got something that's original. But people don't want that. They want Spawn. You silly tit. But it starts in a way that is so cool, and it's not big budget, you know? And that's what I love about it. Why? Budget doesn't equate to quality, but you shouldn't also love it just because it doesn't have a budget. That's also really dumb. You know, like, old movies have charm because they lack budget. Newer ones with awful budgets, I mean, they're few and far between when they're good. I don't understand why he's praising it because it's got no budget. It's not a big budget, you know. That's what I love about it. Why? Give me something more to go on. That's nothing. You're not saying anything. You're talking a whole lot without saying anything. It's sort of like how when they did the Joker, and you'd think it was because of the budget. That's not what he's referring to. The Joker, yes, is here, but the story about this man who was in fire is the same with what we're doing. Right, so perfect opportunity to relate back to that budget thing that you mentioned. You're not doing it. Okay, cool. And so we're just getting this right, cooking it right, but staying in contact, keeping the energy going, and we lay it on you, there's going to be some moments where you go, oh man. Yeah, like when he's abed. People will be like, oh boy, Jesus. That was a bad decision. It's not very good. And people are like, these comments are so promising. And those comparisons to Joker are definitely intriguing. No, it's not. Why is that intriguing? He wasn't talking about the budget. He's talking about the fact that, well, this guy was in fire, so we're doing the same thing. It's about a story about a man. It's like, alright. But then also you're saying it's original as well, so that's dumb. Whatever. McFarlane plans to step behind the camera to direct Spawn, a decision which may make the reboot a harder sell to studios. This is what seems to be stalling it, is his strict intent to direct it. People are like, no, you can't direct anything. There's no need to panic about this new take being too grounded in reality, though, as Foxx would go on to tease Spawn's epic big screen costume. But he doesn't, though, because he goes, I've seen a lot of concepts. So you haven't seen one costume that's been greenlit yet. So what are you teasing? Because Todd, what he does is every single day he's doodling and he's fixing and he's doing some things that to me, I think is going to be like way out when you see it. And how he crafts that cape and how that cape becomes almost like, I'll say this, as big as the screen that you're watching. Yeah, man. Because that's what made the original Spawn so good, was that cape. We all love that cape technology. Yeah, we just want to see the cape on the screen. The cape needs to be as big as the screen that we're watching it on. That's fucking insane. What lunacy is this? What a bunch of drivel. You absolute tit, Jamie Foxx. This sounds like trash. Just saying it. I'm saying what everyone else is thinking. You're teasing the cape as if it's going to be as big as the screen we're watching on. That sounds utter wank, mate. Also, ladies and gentlemen, consider checking out my Teespring store. Supporting the channel via this way does go a long way. But also, not only that, you do get to wear some awesome merch. These are one-of-a-kind designs designed for me by my graphic designer. We, of course, have our Clown World line, which is in mugs, hoodies, t-shirts. We've got Space Jeebus. And then for something a little bit different, we, of course, have right down at the bottom right here, we have our Pulsar GTIR. Also, ladies and gentlemen, consider checking out and supporting my second channel, which is Car Nonsense. This is a vlog and car channel. You can find links to this in the description box, along with my Teespring. Please do consider supporting.